266. Would you take it? Or
I would take it considering where India was after the fourth wicket that fell. I think it was a brave decision to bat first. On this pitch, it is a good decision, and I believe it's good to bat first in Sri Lanka, but it had a lot more movement than what I expected it to have. And I get the feeling that they were aware that it was bound to happen, but it was a brave decision because there could be a time when in Ahmedabad they lose the toss, they could be batting first. So it's good to encounter all these sort of situations. And what was great to see was the middle order firing. They took India to a position of strength. Yes, after that we faltered a bit, but we would much rather do these things today than ponder over it after it happens 3 weeks later and think, should we have done something different?
Elders often say that when you're too close
Why
to
look at me when you say elders?
Because you are our elder, sir.
Huh? Just because two of you are young.
So you're the wise head in the family, sir.
Straightforward sledging.
So youngsters often need help from elders, and they often say that when you're too close to an event, you can't see it in the right perspective. A lot of fans might look at this event and say, yeah, 266 not great. However, if they just pull back a little bit and look at it from the World Cup perspective, how many questions have been answered?
Two big positives for India. I go with what DK said at the beginning. Don't get obsessed with the result in this particular game. Yes, it will be a big boost if you can beat Pakistan. If you can beat them with 266, that's an even bigger boost. But there are two big pluses for India, which is Ishan Kishan has told the selectors, excuse me, I know KL Rahul's in your plan, but I'm there.
I'm a left-hander.
I'm a left-hander and I can bat at 5 if required. I thought he handled that situation very well. 48 for 3 was a tricky situation. But I was even more overjoyed with the form of Hardik Pandya. Increasingly, Hardik Pandya just seems to have the right game for whatever situation you thrust him into. And if his batting form is crucial. Hardik Pandya is a crucial cog for India if you have to go on and do well at the World Cup. So I thought his ability to grasp situations has always been good, but I thought those were the two pluses for India. From 66 for 4, will you take 266 every single day? Start of the innings, will you take 266? I'm not so sure.
I also add one point to what Harsha said. I also think there was a bit of light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to Shreyas Iyer. It wasn't big in numbers, but the way he approached it, the way he batted, the positions that he got into will give a lot of comfort and solace to Vikram Rathore and Rahul Dravid, knowing, you know what, this guy is getting into some good positions. We can expect runs out of him. I just want to add a little bit about Hardik Pandya. He is not someone who is known to sweep. And why I say sweep is an important shot in subcontinent conditions with the leggies bowling or the left arm spinner bowling, and you have just one man back there, deep square leg. Sweep becomes a very paying shot, and I thought Hardik has worked on that shot in the last 4 months, I know personally, and the way he gets into the positions with his low hands gives him a great opportunity of scoring runs. He got his early boundary of a spinner playing that lap sweep, and from there on in, the way he constructed an inning will give a lot of confidence. You want Hardik Pandya to fire. He is a pivotal part of Team India to do well, and for me that's a massive plus. Ishan Kishan, I think, has answered many questions. There were constant debates. Sanju Ishan, what are we going to do? Now I think he's taken a step further and said it's not Sanju Ishan, is it Ishan or KL Rahul? I think that's the question that's going to be asked very, very soon.
When we were sitting and watching this game, you spoke about there are two ways in which a youngster or anyone can respond to a challenge when Ishan Kishan was batting. What did this innings tell you about Ishan Kishan?
I was curious to know, and I still don't know the answer because we are watching on television. You don't know what's going on in his mind. It's easy to say, yeah, he waded into a situation. We don't know what his mindset was. But if against Pakistan, in a game, you're 48 for 3, this was, believe me, sometimes you don't talk enough about Pakistan. I thought that opening, the new ball burst was fantastic. Very, very high quality bowling. Now you're going in at 48 for 3. Are you seeing it as an opportunity? Or are you saying, never batted at 5 before, I'm a top order guy, okay, chalo, let me see what I can do at 48 for 3. That is why I liked what Ishan Kishan did. In that, he didn't try to play like it was like he plays for Mumbai Indians in the IPL.
Yep.
He didn't play like he goes up, opens inning through his bat. He built an innings. And in doing so, he said, look, I can do this as well. I think that was the big plus for India, that at 48 for 3, he seized the moment. Whether he seized it enough to produce the right result for India is part B. But he was willing to wade in and seize the situation,
4 consecutive half centuries, he's done his chances, all the good that he can. There's not more that he can do.
I cannot say that I have done what Ishan Kishan has done because I genuinely feel he's doing it better. But I have been through a little bit of what he's been through. Let's look at Ishan Kishan as a case study. He opens an inning, gets a 200. The next series is not part of the 11. KL Rahul is back. Then when he's given an opportunity, it is in the middle of the order. Then the IPL comes through, has a decent IPL, goes to West Indies, gets an opportunity to open, gets 350s. There is still talks of play. There's still talks happening. Should he be part of the World Cup squad? Now, as a player, as a batter, when you're shuffled so much across the order, it is very tough because you don't know where you're going to bat. You got to bat differently in different situations, and it's not easy to adapt. Playing, in the power play and starting outside the power play are two very different things. Now, Ishan Kishan has found a way, or at least is showing a way where he's able to adapt and do that, and that is great because I think in his career he has the potential to play even if a Rishabh Pant is fully fit, and that is what he's showing us today, and that is great signs and ominous signs not only for him but for Indian cricket. You see Tilak Verma coming in and doing his bit. You see a quality of Surya Kumar Yadav sitting out. So there is plenty of resources to choose from, but this is the fire that he has. Here is a kid who is on a massive paycheck in IPL but working very, very hard to show his credentials as a batter in different positions, different conditions. West Indies is very different. Today it was seaming. West Indies was slow. In India on flatter wickets he got runs. Bangladesh he gets a 200. So here is a man showing you, I'm ready for all seasons. Just give me the opportunity because I really want to do well for India after a massive paycheck. And why I keep saying that is, there's always questions. People are playing IPL. Players are playing IPL. They're getting paid so much. Will they have the interest? Will they have the, sort of
hunger,
fire in the belly that the earlier players used to have? Here's the cricketer who's showing all of that. And I think we should credit that more than the skill set which he's showing, which is phenomenal as well.